We're mobile.
Take Fox Sports 1350 with you using iHeartRadio.
KTDD Riverside, San Bernardino. Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM.
This is Xavier Henry from the LA Lakers. And you're listening to IE Sports Nation.
Yes, we are back in the great city of Riverside, California, the iHeartRadio studios. It's IE Sports Net connected by Boost Mobile on Fox Sports 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops right here on the number one. We got to get that drop. Morning sports talk radio station or show in the Inland Empire. We got to get that number one. What?
Yeah.
You know, can I take 2 seconds?
No.
Okay.
I'm playing now. Go ahead. Now, because today's a special day for you, brother.
Today is May 20th. You know, I've taken some flack over the years, so I just want to give you a little pointer, Eternal.
Okay.
What I did is at the the invent of the iPhone.
Yes.
I decided to put a reminder on my phone. That reminds me annually, a week prior to that 17 years ago on this very day.
This day right here, brother.
I went to the great state of Nevada. I took a young lady by the name of Brandy Bell.
Unbeknownst, she had no idea.
Right.
Whisked her off her feet.
Exactly. I said, you know, at this drive-through, we can get a bucket of chicken, and we can get no. We went to the White Chapel. You know, interesting fact.
Did you go to? You said wait. You said you went to White Castle?
The White Chapel.
Okay.
And an interesting fact.
No doubt.
I was married in the same place as one Michael Jordan.
Oh.
Yes, and that's and I think it was the girl from Dynasty. I can't think of her name.
Dolly Parton.
No, not Dynasty, the TV show. Not Dolly Parton. But Collins. The Collins girl. I can't remember what her name is.
Oh, don't give me the line.
Yes, but it was there 17 years ago that when I took Miss Brandy Bell to Nevada.
No doubt.
And we went ahead and like they say in the urban community, we jumped the broom.
You jumped the broom. Yeah, it was funny. I remember my aunt was trying to have us do that in the church, boy. Them church folks weren't having that.
My mother, you know, the funny thing is, I never knew what jump the broom meant. And for everyone out there that you get married, so that's the day that my wife and I got married 17 years ago.
Congratulations.
Appreciate that. And we were there, and I didn't know what jump the broom was. So I go there. My mother has a broom, and she starts putting it on the ground. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I say, she's like, go ahead and jump that. I was like, what does that mean? You know?
Right. I want to know what that means first. That could mean I got to pay you $1,000.
Exactly. So, and you know, another thing is we did a great little surprise on her yesterday.
Yes.
Had one of my friends that works with her bring her out a nice little package. Made the announcement to tell the whole department.
Man. And it was a grab bag. It was all kind of stuff up in there. I thought it was just a bag with roses. I was like, oh, that's pretty slick. I may have had a little grab bag up in there.
So I got her a nice bottle, one of her favorite bottles of wine.
Got her some grapes.
Got her. I didn't get the grapes. Got her.
That's what it is. That's what crushed grass.
Oh, there you go. I'm sorry. That shows you how much wine I drink. I got her. There's a massage place right by our house that she loves to go to.
No doubt.
I got her the balloons, and then we're gonna go out for dinner tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then talk about your beautiful children that has sprung from that great union that you guys have as well.
And I realized that my daughter is very good at math. So she's told me before, she's like, so Dad, it takes 9 months for a child to be born. You were married 3-4 months before I was born. I was like, yes, Brianna, you were correct. So she asked me one time, so Dad, was I in the wedding? Yes, you were. You were there.
You were the special guest.
You were the ring bearer. You were just
Ain't that crazy? You know, it's funny because, kids do that. I remember when
I knew she was going to do the math. She was about 9.
I remember because I was like, so Mom, you're a knight, so let's do this right. Because I remember my grandmother hit me with that. My grandmother used to tell me she was 29 for the longest. And then one day my mom turned 29. So I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Both of y'all 29.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she was like, boy, I'm 29. So I never disputed it.
Right.
Yeah.
But that was something, like you said, 3 kids. We got Brianna, We have Brian II. We have Brandon. And, of course, the Mrs. Brandy. So I appreciate that. So she was very surprised. She was very excited. And the good thing about it is our anniversary is like about a week or so after Mother's Day.
Right,
so she said that the girls at the job are just like,
Yeah. Oh, what kind of man you got? He must sell dope or something.
He actually care about you.
And now all them brothers, they getting heat today.
Right.
Heat on this fine day.
Right.
Man, what a great show we have coming up. We have a very special guest in the green room hanging out. This young lady was one of the Inland Empire young ladies that was actually selected to the notable McDonald's All-American game. We'll be discussing that. We'll be discussing also today.
One thing I was upset about, when she came in, she had on the jacket.
Yeah.
And I asked her, do you get McDonald's for life? And she said she does not. So
you need to talk to Ronald. Hey, Ronald, we need to holler at you, Playboy. So we'll also be discussing sometime in the show that LeVar Ball exchange that was on Colin Cowherd's show. We'll be discussing that a little bit in detail. Because that was an interesting exchange. So I guess there was
you scare me.
I guess there was some threatening going on.
Yeah, you scare me.
And
and
we know when certain people get threatened or feel threatened, you can go to jail for that.
Yeah.
So we'll discuss that a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll
it's one we got to be careful with, tiptoeing around that one.
I'm not going to go deep. No, I promise you.
Because I don't want you scaring me.
You're right.
You
no,
scare me.
We're not going to go deep. we ain't gonna, but I do want to discuss it. Then also we got this LeBron thing going on.
Yes. I hope you got your facts. I hope you studied.
Like Sugar Free said from P-Town, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Was Moreno Valley Kawhi ready?
Don't do that to him, huh?
Because when you go up for the shot, I'm putting my foot right under you.
Well, Straight Back said he coming out today. He said he coming out today. Yeah,
I put my foot right under you.
Right.
So you ain't got nowhere to come down.
Which was a dirty play,
yeah.
But anyway.
So you better jump in the air and stay there.
Right. And walking between the raindrops.
You know?
We'll discuss that. Like I said, and we have a very special guest. Also, what else we got going on today in the show? I don't know.
That's it. That rant is going to be it. Yeah, we're gonna really get after it.
So we're gonna talk about it today. If you guys want to follow the conversation, obviously we're available Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, so you guys can leave us messages there and we'll discuss it.
And you know what, my DJ for life, if you can find it, G Holler, this is one of the things that we've always played for. Can I send out a dedication?
You may.
To the missus, if you can find it, Tony. Anniversary. I know G Holler will find it because he's the man.
Yeah,
like I said, when we get ready to have our a Hollywood Hollywood slide in the backyard and all that.
Yeah. Holler's gonna be there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? There it is. There it is. This is for you. So you ready to take a commercial break?
Quick commercial break and we'll come right back.
Like I said, 17 years. Brian Arrington, Brandy Arrington.
Hey, hi.
Today is the official anniversary. Love you, boo. Let's go ahead and do this. You're listening to IE Sports Net, connected by Boost Mobile with Coach B.
And Eternal. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here. Live on Fox Sports 1350.
Anniversary. The first thing I'll do is run straight to you. It's our anniversary. Anniversary.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states.
Attention Xarelto and Prodexa users. If you or a loved one has taken the blood-thinning drugs Xarelto or Prodexa and suffered an injury or even died, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now. Xarelto and Prodexa have been linked to internal bleeding, strokes, and pulmonary embolisms. If you or a loved one has taken these blood-thinning drugs and have been hospitalized for internal bleeding, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Don't be a silent victim. Time is limited to file your claim. Call now for free information and a free consultation. Lines are open 24/7. Call 800-282-8605. That's 800-282-8605. 800-282-8605. You could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800 800-282-8605 now.
All right, guys, we're ready for our four-season sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors.
Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait. A family hub.
Yeah!
No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons Sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-973-5533. That's 800-973-5533. Call 800-973-5533 today.
Hello, my name is Officer Richard Guerrero, Vice President of the Fontana Police Officers Association. We're more than just a labor organization. The Fontana Police Officers Association is serious about giving back to our community, particularly to our kids. We found that kids who study, do well in school, volunteer regularly, and participate in sports are less likely to become involved in criminal activity and illicit drug usage. Each year, we provide thousands of dollars in scholarships to local kids, community causes, and we are proud sponsors of the Inland Valley All-Star Classic Series. The Fontana POA and strong community leadership will make way for safer and more prosperous community.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle Score Sports. That's SCORESPORTS.
This is Ryan Kelly with the LA Lakers. And this is the IE Sports Net.
Yes, we are back in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. This is IE Sportsnet, connected by Boost Mobile on Fox Sports 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here on the #1 morning sports talk radio show in the Inland Empire. We got to say that with pride.
Yeah, you got to put your chest out, man, when you say that.
Put some respect on it.
And walk with it, and do a LeVar walk when you say that.
LeVar whom?
Who is that guy?
Right?
That's funny. We have a very special guest, and this young lady's been doing some really, really great things. This is like a great year for you. It's not even done yet, right?
Right.
Fantastic. So that's a really great thing. So we have a very special young lady in here. Please do us the courtesy of introducing yourself to the IE Sportsnet audience.
Hi, I'm Kianna Smith.
Fantastic. Now, Ms. Smith, tell us about how this dynamic started. So you said you started like really getting into the groove of playing basketball in middle school. So
Right.
what middle school did you attend when that was going on?
I attended Landmark Middle School in Moreno Valley.
Landmark. I know where that's. My aunt used to be a counselor over there. So way a long time.
She didn't
ago.
counsel you, but
She didn't counsel. Yeah, right.
I
Missed
took a little while.
So tell us about because now when did you start attending Troy High School?
My junior year. So after my sophomore year, I transferred from John W. North to Troy High School.
Fantastic. Now, tell us about how different that was from going to North to Troy High School. What was some of the big differences there?
I would say the culture, like the people were different.
Yeah.
The basketball competition was different.
Right. So so obviously the game totally different from what you experienced at North versus when you were at Troy.
Right.
So let's talk about the senior year. So your senior year, you obviously did some great things because you accomplished some great things during your senior year. Talk to us about that senior year, how you developed as a team, and then how you developed individually.
Right. So after my junior year, we had really good players on our team, and I feel when they graduated, I had to step up more going into my senior year. So I got a lot more aggressive, and I think that helped with all my like publicity, like having to score more.
Right. So what's your because I know Coach B asked some questions. So real quick, so tell me what is the most points you score? Because now, mind you, don't one up me now, because my basketball career I was Park and Rec MVP. I got kicked off my basketball team, I think like two different times. You know what I mean? So, but Park and Rec MVP, that's what I was. Now, tell us how many points you scored, like the most points you scored in the game.
Wow. I think it was like 30, 33.
Wow. Coach, we ever scored 30 points?
No, I have not. And, it's funny when she said when people graduated, she knew she had to step up. Because my junior year, we had a guy on my team that was the bench warmer ahead of me. And when he graduated, he said, Brian, now you're going to have to step up because I'm not going to be here next year. So that Gatorade's got to be cold and fresh. Coach likes it at this temperature. So I know what that feels like. So, but, Eternal, we got to put respect on her name. I'm sitting here looking at the Orange County Register site.
Now, Coach, I ain't never been on the Orange County Register for good reasons or bad reasons.
I'm just saying. Now, Miss Smith is we didn't say she was the Orange County Girls Basketball Player of the Year.
Wow.
Now, how did it feel to have that honor? I mean, that's a county,
that's a
correct?
county. That is
yes.
a county.
Not just the city of Orange. We're talking about the county of Orange.
It got a 714 on it, don't it?
Exactly.
That's what it does. Okay.
How would that feel when you were given that honor?
It was great. I mean, from the beginning of the year, I had high expectations for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So going in, that was one of my goals. So it was good to achieve it.
There you go.
I mean, think about this, Coach B. My experience at McDonald's has been getting fries and chicken nuggets.
I couldn't even get a job at McDonald's.
That's what I'm saying.
And now to tell us about that experience. I'm disappointed because they don't get lifetime McDonald's.
Right. That's what I was thinking. You got to have, you run up in there, you should at least get fries.
Some nuggets or something.
Something.
Yep, it was a treat when I was a kid to go to McDonald's. Not so much anymore.
Think it wasn't?
Oh, now you know what.
Yeah. Oh, don't even talk about that.
I digress.
Yeah,
but talk about that.
Dark place.
Right. You were recognized as the best player in county, and then to get it, she came in with the jacket.
Yes.
She's ready.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, that was probably one of the best weeks that I've ever experienced. Ever. It was. They treat us like celebrities.
Wow.
It was pretty cool.
There you go.
Yeah. So just to play with the top people in the country. And then having it be on ESPN, you just got the whole experience.
And then one thing, this is what I was saying. I'll let Eternal. It's one thing to go to college,
right?
But you were committed. I mean, there's colleges, and then there's Cal Berkeley.
Speak on it.
So I know you were excited to be at the McDonald's All-American game, but I'm sure when your parents heard you were going to Cal Berkeley. I mean, because like I said, there's colleges and then there's Cal. Talk to us about that. And what was you've committed to Cal. What was your reason for choosing Cal? I'm a USC guy. I love USC. Don't worry about me. But, did she? Did she just yarn? Tell us a little bit about why did you choose that and what was your thought process of going up to, in addition to being one of the best schools in the country, what were your thoughts about going to Cal?
Right. Well, every time I go up there, it was like home.
Oh, well, hold on a second. Wait. What you mean every time? So you've been up there a couple.
Okay.
By the way, I've been ice skating up there a couple of times. I haven't made the trip, but do tell, please.
Okay. Well, it's just a family atmosphere. The coaches are really loving. I feel like that you don't have to. It's not basketball all the time. That
right.
You can go to them and talk to them about whatever. And then my teammates that I've met a couple times. They're just really welcoming when I went up there.
Nice.
And I just really excited to play for Coach Lindsay.
Yeah. Now tell us about that campus, because that campus is dynamic.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like in hills. And,
wow.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's really nice. So now talk to us about the game itself. I mean, because again, had I got selected to the McDonald's All-American.
Had I just got selected to my high school team.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
I remember like we were trying, at the end of the game, the seniors were supposed to play the teachers. They were like, I don't really know if you want to kind of stay over there a little bit. But, I mean, had I got selected, I mean, my Monday, the next day I went to school would have been like, part the Red Sea. It would have been some stuff going on. But talk about the actual experience of you, like, lacing the shoes up, tip off. How was it for you?
It was exciting. I mean, just to get a lot of love from everyone at home too,
Right.
and a lot of support from I felt it all the way out in Chicago.
That's nice.
It was really cool.
And then it was in Chicago, which is, I mean, beautiful city. That's a great thing. So now what's the expectation about you going? Now you are going to enter into a new territory for you in terms of playing college ball. I mean, people come from Riverside. We had Jerry Curl Cheryl.
Yeah.
We had Cheryl. She had the wet look going on.
Yeah.
I mean, with the curl, and she wasn't playing. So now you get a chance to go out here and now you put your stamp on coming from the area. How's it feel for you?
It feels really good. I mean, I had a great year, and I'm really excited about all that. But I have a lot more goals for myself, and excited to continue to do well in college.
I heard
hopefully.
that. Yeah, certainly.
She's being modest. She's the player of the county, a McDonald's All-American.
Right.
And they call me Coach B because I coach my son. Now, look, check this out, Eternal. Not only is she going to Cal to play ball, you have an older brother who plays at Cal State Fullerton.
Right.
How much money can Dad save here? You got. I mean, is he taking? I mean, y'all going to Paris? Is Dad going to Paris? I mean, he we were going to use this for your education, but So
right.
what is it like as you played against your brother? Kind of like Cheryl Miller, like you said, Reggie and Cheryl. What was that like growing up with your brother and him playing D1 ball and you guys growing up?
I learned so much from my brother. I mean, we would play outside in the backyard, and I'd get so mad and start crying and throw the ball at him. It would get heated, but I think a lot of what my success comes from him.
But do you ever say, "Hey, I was a McDonald's All-American, bro"?
I mean, we have.
Yeah, you have those discussions.
Yeah.
I know Dad's like, that must be hard. You the boy. You supposed to be like, hey, what about me? That's good though. And again, like I said, we got a chance to talk to your father last week, Coach John Smith, who done some really great things. Talk to us about how because both of your parents have been obviously extremely supportive. But talk to us about, because your father has that basketball background. Right. How has he been for you in terms of your basketball career?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, just the support part of it. I mean, you would think that having a coach as a father, it would be pressure. And
Coach B knows all about that. Tell him I used to coach his son out.
Yeah. And looking at your history, say he breaks down your film and gives you coaching advice. And that's the thing with sometimes coaches don't like it because the kids, they see the game.
Right.
And that's, I've ever since my son was 8, I've taught him how to break down film.
Right.
So talk about that. When you're on the court, do you go back to things that your dad's taught you, or do you not want to embrace them and you see them in the game and they work? I mean, let us know both sides. Like, Dad don't know nothing. Or is it like, oh my goodness, I see what my dad was saying when you're out there in the game?
As of late, yes. I mean, in the beginning, like when I started playing, of course, like all kids, we were hard-headed. But once we started breaking down film, like after bad games especially, that's when I started to see it more. And then now in the game, I can see it.
Right.
There you go.
Now I want to because we're gonna. Cause I know you have stuff going on, but I want to make sure we ask you this because Coach B has this going on, and we've been discussing this with people. Now, I know you're young, and you probably haven't seen a lot of Mike Jordan, but when you see Mike Jordan and you see LeBron James, who you think is better?
Ooh, I find LeBron to be one of the best ever.
There you go. See you did a great job, Dad.
But I know that's right. Because now what would your dad say? What do you think he would say?
Maybe since Michael Jordan was part of his era.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Dad had the afro part in the middle. I remember that. Yeah. But that's good, dog.
And once again, we had Kianna Smith on IU Sports Net, Fox Sports 1350 with Coach B and Eternal. And it's funny because we had I can't even think of our point guard at USC on.
McLaughlin.
Jordan McLaughlin from Etiwanda. And we had that same debate because he was named Jordan after Michael Jordan. And his dad thinks that Jordan was the greatest ever. So
I personally think Magic, but hey, I don't get started.
Yeah.
But again, best of luck to you, Kianna. I mean, I'm saying that right? I want to make sure I say that right. Cause I murder names in here. This is horrible. But again, thank you so much for making your time to come out. And best of luck. Please stay in contact with us. I know you're going to be out there at Cal Berkeley. That atmosphere get up there, but please keep in contact with us, and best of luck to you, okay?
Thank you.
There you go. She was the Orange County Player of the Year. The Cal-bound Smith averaged 21.3 points, 5.5 rebounds, and close to 4 assists and 3 steals per game, in addition to being a McDonald's A golden arch is all-American.
You got to see, when you see like McDonald's is so, I mean, we take it back to Eddie Murphy when he was talking about McDonald's. I mean, McDonald's is like, but you that's a special. Was there anybody else from the area out there with you?
Not from the Inland Empire, but from San Diego and up north.
So you were out there putting it on for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And that's good. And she's from the same hometown as Kauai.
You know what? Keep it up.
Moreno Valley.
So we've had this. Coach, I don't know if you heard. We had this discussion about that dynamic about Kauai being from Riverside or Moreno Valley.
He's from Moval. So.
Moreno Valley.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the second guest in the row. It's told you. See what it is, just to let you know. Eternal was born and raised in Riverside. Went to Ramona. So that's why he wants to always claim
because Riverside is because back when all we had was Edgemont.
It's its own city now. They've incorporated.
I know.
They have incorporated.
I'm trying. But we also want to make sure we give one of our accolades. She was also a John Wooden Award recipient as well. I want to make sure we put that out there as well. So congratulations. What a great year, and best of luck to you, and keep up the good work, okay?
Going to Cal. I mean, there's college and there's Cal.
Man, right?
I remember I got emotional. My son just made honor roll. Could you imagine him getting a free ride?
Right. Right, exactly.
You ready to take a quick commercial break?
Yes, indeed.
Let's go ahead and do this. Thank you so much, Ms. Smith. We appreciate you guys coming in so early.
Thank you for having me.
They were on time, unlike my co-host. But that's not important. You're listening to IE Sports Net, connected by Boost Mobile with Coach B.
Eddie Turtle. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here live on Fox Sports 1350.
I started on cleanup just like you guys. But now, see, I'm washing lettuce. Soon I'll be on fries. Then the grill. A year or two, I make assistant manager. And that's where the big bucks start rolling in.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states.
Attention Xarelto and Pradaxa users. If you or a loved one has taken the blood-thinning drugs Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered an injury or even died, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to internal bleeding, strokes, and pulmonary embolisms. If you or a loved one has taken these blood-thinning drugs and have been hospitalized for internal bleeding, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Don't be a silent victim. Time is limited to file your claim. Call now for free information and a free consultation. Lines are open 24/7. Call 800-282-8605. That's 800-282-8605. 800-282-8605. You could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now.
All right, guys, we're ready for our Four Seasons sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors.
Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait, a family hub.
Yeah.
No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-973-5533. That's 800-973-5533. Call 800-973-5533 today.
Hello, my name is Officer Richard Guerrero, Vice President of the Fontana Police Officers Association. We're more than just a labor organization. The Fontana Police Officers Association is serious about giving back to our community, particularly to our kids. We found that kids who study, do well in school, volunteer regularly, and participate in sports are less likely to become involved in criminal activity and illicit drug usage. Each year we provide thousands of dollars in scholarships to local kids, community causes, and we are proud sponsors of the Inland Valley All-Star Classic Series. The Fontana POA and strong community leadership will make way for safer and more prosperous community.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle Score Sports. That's SCORESPORTS.
What's up? This is TJ Ward from the Denver Broncos. You're now tuning to IE Sports Net.
The Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Take the baseline out.
Hey, we over here having a great time, having a great conversation. It is IE Sports Net, right here connected by Boost Mobile on Fox Sports 1350. It is your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. Today is the 20th, May 20th, my anniversary.
Hey.
You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here on the #1 sports talk radio show in the Inland Empire. That sounds so good.
Yes, it does.
You know, if you think about it, we've been at this for 5 long years.
Man, and we are, and thanks everybody for the support. Obviously this wouldn't happen without the support from the Inland Empire and our close associates, family. So
we are the epitome of hope and a dream.
Man, hard work, dedication. But we got a big story. What my man say, Chino Thrills is what LeVar Ball coined the new Chino Hills. Says it's the new hub. And I personally, if you were to ask me, I've heard a lot of different interviews about LeVar Ball in the last couple of days. I listened to Keyshawn and them boys talk about it on 710.
I don't listen to. There's another radio station out there.
There's another radio station.
I didn't know.
But who are they? I don't know.
I do not. And
Dan Patrick.
Even furthermore, I didn't like Keyshawn when he was at the University of Southern California.
Yeah,
so
I know.
I digress.
I know. I heard your boy Marcellus. We heard Dan Patrick. Heard from Colin Cowherd. And I think obviously a lot of people are kind of familiar with the story. LeVar Ball went on the Herd Show, was talking to Colin Cowherd primarily about the Lakers getting the number 2 pick, which obviously you and I are really
Did he not speak it into existence?
Man, he said it, and you and I were kind of pretty firm on that as well. And now you're starting to see because again, LeVar Ball is in there, and it's looking like that he's gonna go to the Lake Show, and on there he was talking, because there's a lot of talk about the Zo2, the new shoe, and a lot of people I guess now are really hard on him right now because they're saying you're not getting the kind of sales you would have gotten had you went to a Nike. However, you noticed during that interview there was some back and forth going on with one of his co-hosts, and there's been a lot of back and forth going on. And again, my position is this:
speak on it.
I'm looking right now past that. We want to get Zoe to the Lake Show. That's number 1. Number 2,
and we want to get Zoe on IE Sportsnet
yesterday.
Yes.
And the other thing about LeVar Ball is we can all have opinions about him, how we like him or dislike him. But I want us to kind of be careful about when you talk about somebody, how they're raising their children. Because that's a very, Brian, you have children. And the last thing you want to hear.
I got 3 that I know of.
Right. And I got about, well.
Hey, don't put yourself.
How about saying I got about well, damn. But the last thing I remember my father was big on this. You don't ever want to hear anybody talk to you about raising your children.
Exactly. And it's always the people who don't have kids that study child psychology in college that tells you how to do that.
Well, I've done some study.
Yeah.
Had a little study. But you ain't paying those bills.
Exactly.
You ain't coming home and having to deal with those issues every day.
Exactly.
And so for that, because what we always say is judge a tree by the fruit it bears. And one of the things you always see with his kids, you have never heard people talk about none of the boys as if like they're this juvenile delinquents. They talk bad to the coaches. I've never personally heard anything remotely close to that.
So they're not Arringtons nor Talberts.
Obviously.
Right.
We was in there cutting the rug.
Right.
Hey, your boy bad. But from the looks of it, then you don't go to UCLA if you're like a bad. Just think about that. You're going to UCLA and you're like a bad kid.
Right. One of the toughest colleges in America to get in. And it's funny. I'm a USC guy, big time, and I always have my friends who are UCLA guys. Oh, USC is stuck up snot. But when you look at the cost to go to UCLA, and the average income of families that go to UCLA, they're pretty much on par with one another.
Indeed. No, without a doubt. And so the only thing that's different about those two different is just the campuses are polar opposites, obviously.
And UCLA is in a very nice area.
Indeed.
Westwood.
And the other
USC is not.
The other one's called South Central University.
Yes, USC. But they've cleaned up a lot of that area around it, though. They've really made it nice.
Because of pressure, because people are getting mollywopped over.
Yeah, true.
But the thing about it is, we're for us, because you think about this for the Lakers, and Stephen A. Pillback Smith, was on. He said, "Hey, what do the Lakers need? We need star power."
Exactly. People got to realize it's not about winning or losing games. The NBA is a business, and when you look at it, there's a team in the West that's they got about 4 or 5 more years to dominate the West.
Yep.
They're up in the Bay. I'm still upset because the logo created that team.
Hey.
But Golden State's going to be hard to get by. So what we need to do in the meantime
is build.
Sell season tickets.
Yep.
We have our own TV network that we got to sell.
Exactly.
And that's what people always talk about. Oh my God, the best point guard in the league isn't even Lonzo. It's all about star power.
Period. And this is one thing that I keep saying about this. The same people that were talking unfavorably about LeVar are the same people that work for networks that constantly book him.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Be very clear about that.
Right?
You guys are giving him the platform to say the things that he's saying.
Right?
So it's like when you go back, that's extremely hypocritical of you to sit there and now you call a guy on the show to be critical about him. But this is like the 4th time he's been on your program.
Right. And the thing about it, when you look at them, when you look at the NFL, there are a few teams that are iconic. You have the Cowboys, you have the Raiders, you have the Packers, you have teams like that are iconic. When you think of the NBA, you got the Lakers, you got that team in New England. So you got teams like that. And I say that to say, I was talking to one of my buddies, he owns a business, and we were sitting there talking. He said, man, now the Lakers got that pick. If they get Lonzo, he said, I'm getting those Zo2s.
Let me tell you something, and that's what the dad is doing. It's called positioning. Of course they may not sell. Think about this. Jordan's shoe, the first, the Jordan 12, the 13s, which are my favorite. They are now selling more than they were selling when he first brought them out.
Right.
So do you think Jordan's worried about that? No. Do you think he goes to the bank and cashes the check just the same?
Right.
It don't matter to him. And so again, we as a community especially should be applauding a guy like LeVar Ball for going out there and taking that, being that entrepreneur, having that entrepreneurial spirit, and say, hey, I'm going to go against the grain. And I'm going to go out here. And again, especially you're doing it for your sons.
Right.
You're doing it for your families. So to me, that's the message you want to get across instead of trying to belittle him and talk about his parenting style.
Right. Even if he sells 10 shoes, 20 shoes, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
He's not worried about that.
Yep.
This it's bigger than the game.
There's no doubt about it. It means more. And see, here's the situation. We always are, people go, oh, but you should go to Nike and make that a little money. But here's what you don't know. One thing that you don't know about it is, it's not that they own you, but they tell you what to do then.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They're in control of your life, how you market yourself, how you do this. And LeVar Ball's like, I don't want that for my son.
Right.
I want my son to be able to have control over his own.
Right.
He said it. He said, I didn't design this shoe. Zoe designed this shoe.
Right.
I didn't say the shoe was going to be like this. Zoe said it was going to be like that. So he's just supporting his son, which is, to me, I applaud that.
Right. And he's a very confident man. We learned the hard way. When Zoe was in the 11th grade, he came to our All-Star game, and he told you point blank, my son's better than anybody out here. So and that's the thing about it, what people don't realize, and this is what Lonzo says all the time. My dad's been saying this all my life.
And that's what people don't understand. This dude has been on one. He's been on one like that. Like, this isn't something, and people think this is something like, and I know a lot of people that are watching it because it has become a nationwide story. I mean, that story with him and Colin's co-host was on front page of newspapers.
Right, and this is another thing when you talk about that shoe. The thing about it, if the Zo2 was $100.
Right.
$150. $200. You wouldn't be talking about it.
You wouldn't talk about it.
How many people talk about the Starberries?
Exactly.
How many talk about the Patrick Ewing shoe?
Or talk about the Shaqs.
Exactly. Exactly. And you know what, LeVar, speaking of Shaq, I'm glad you mentioned that. LeVar chopped Shaq up. If that Shaq shoe, if he owns it, he mass produces it, why doesn't his son wear the Shaqs?
Well.
Drop the mic.
And like I said, there's a lot of show with LeVar, but the man is on his game. He understands this. Believe me when I tell you, this isn't some sideshow. He understands this stuff right here. He is very, very astute about what's happening. So that's why I said I applaud him. I applaud him. Again, and this one thing I can't say about Keyshawn. No, Stephen A. was saying this the other day. There are grown men right now that are in the NFL that have been on record saying, I wish I had somebody like that in my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That supported me like that.
And speaking of Steve McNair. Not Steve McNair, but the quarterback from Philly.
Oh, McNabb.
Do me a favor. Anybody out there listening, Google a picture of McNabb and look at his hairline.
Yes.
And McNabb had the audacity to say on TV, because he was sitting there for Stephen A.
Yeah.
He's like, I know my hairline is as far back as Stephen A. And what did the dude say? Well, your hair is playing cover 2. He said, you got the landing strips right there. So it's like you have the audacity to talk about Stephen A.
That's funny. Yeah, and watch yourself when you talk.
Right,
about it. Yeah.
right.
But no, we again, us Laker fans, because we are representing. We are. I mean, looking for the day when we can have our guy. I'm almost gonna say light skin is back if we get that boy in the Lake Show. You know what I mean? We want him today, right now, and we gonna trade videotaping. D Russ.
No. Here's the thing, and this is, I heard somebody say this.
Help me out now.
And I know you're big on Clarkson.
Yes, I am.
I know that's your guy. You've been on Clarkson for 3 or 4 years.
Early.
But look at this. Think of this. Think of your starting 5.
Okay.
You put Lonzo at the 1. You put D'Angelo at the 2. And you keep Ingram and you keep Randall. And then we just find a center.
Yeah.
Because the thing about it, everybody wants the shot.
Right.
But LeVar is going to make the pass.
Right.
Because I didn't watch a lot of Lakers games. With D'Angelo, they said he's better.
He is a scorer.
Exactly.
He is a scorer.
So you keep him.
Right. And let me tell you something. And even James Worthy, even Magic said this when he was an analyst. He was talking. They were asking him about what do you think about Russell and Clarkson. He said Clarkson. He said that kid. He's not. But he said D'Angelo Russell hasn't even reached his potential yet.
Right.
He said he has star power. He said he's that guy that wants that light.
Right.
Most people kind of run from that.
Yeah.
Remember, that light is difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about LeBron being the greatest.
Yeah.
It was difficult for him those first couple of years.
And think about it. He takes all that pressure off because Lonzo comes there. He's used to it.
Exactly.
So he takes all that pressure off for everybody. And Clarkson is not a starter. He's a 6th man.
I agree.
Get him coming off the bench. And then think of this. And then in a couple of years, you get that boy Paul George.
Well, they're talking about
let him come as a free agent.
Right. Because that's what the Lakers are saying. Hey, we don't. Because what I'm hearing is we have 2 first-round picks. From what I'm hearing.
Yes. So, 2019.
Yes. No. We have 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. We have the 27th pick this year.
Yes.
And then in 2019, we'll get another lottery.
Exactly. So that's my point. Is that we have stock that we can trade right now.
Yeah.
That we don't have to.
I want to keep that team. I want to keep that team.
That's what I'm saying.
You talking about trading the picks?
Exactly. We could trade that other pick, that other first round pick, and still get somebody. Because right now, Indiana's at a very, very tough place. Because if they don't get him off, they lose him.
Yeah. But this is one thing I'm worried about. I'm worried about that team from New England trading that pick.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried. And I can see Danny Ainge trying to do something like that to us.
Yeah. But see, then again, it's you really have to worry about that. But see, if you trade that pick, you're also trading. I mean, you got to make sure you get somebody.
Yeah.
Because the 2 guys you're gonna try to get right now. Think about it. Who you gonna go try to go get? You're gonna try to go get our guy, our Max Headroom from Utah. What's my man's name?
Gordon Hayward. Yeah.
Woo, which is nice.
But and that's the thing. Maybe they take that guard out of Washington. The one guy they said is a little bit pure guard than Lonzo. I think it's Fox or
no, it's not Fox, but I forgot his name. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. The consensus is the kid from Washington is going to go first.
Right.
Because he's more of a scorer. But Ball has See, again, like I said, it's different strokes for different folks. See, we want Lonzo for two different things: for his basketball acumen, and then also we want him for star power. We want them tickets, so we want Kendrick Lamar every night.
Yeah, because and that's the thing about it. At the end of the day, what people have got to realize is the NBA is a business.
It's a BI.
When the Clippers were in the tank and they were terrible, 5-10 years ago, they were one of the few profitable teams in the league.
Indeed, and one of the things I love what Magic said, and this is why it's so great to have Magic back. He said, "I want to build a wall."
Mm-hmm.
A wall that says we don't let them Clipper fans back up in the Lake Show ever again. Like, y'all stay out of there. Y'all trading Clipper fans that went to the Clippers. All those fans went to the Clippers. We want you guys out of there.
And you can pronounce the name because for the draft, the kid out of Washington.
Oh yeah, that's Markelle Fultz.
There you go, Fultz. That's his name. Yeah.
Markelle Fultz. But again,
they say that they think the Celtics are going to get him. So
he again it just depends on needs right now.
Right.
Because again that's why they're saying that they don't want to get they don't want to get a Ball right now because they have a point guard.
And once again, you listen to IE Sports and on Fox Sports 1350 with Coach B and Eternal. Yeah, I agree because, and that's another thing. We'll break this down in a minute. We got a rant that we're going to bring on that I got to address.
Yes.
But the one thing they said, and this is the issue, what Colin Cowherd has said about Steph Curry, the small point guard in the playoffs gets beat up. And what happened to Isaiah? It hurts my stomach to say his name. Isaiah Thomas. And speaking of the dad thing again, I am a father. There is no way in the world.
No.
I'm placing a bet with someone.
I got to call you my son?
Yeah, and I'm going to name my son after. That's just not going to happen.
No.
You lose a bet and name your kid Isaiah Thomas?
Oh, that'll be one of the times I don't come through on a bet.
Yeah, right. Right. My son was going to be named Brian.
Right? Right. I remember my dad said that. My mom was talking about naming me son. My dad was like, I'm sorry, that's going to be Junior. Sorry about that. Yeah. Overruled.
Right. Exactly.
But I know we got some big stuff to come out. We're going to be discussing in detail. Coach B is going to come on national radio.
Yes.
And try to make
the iHeart is worldwide.
Worldwide, excuse me. We're in the great city of the side, but we are worldwide. And he's going to try to make the claim that LeBron James.
LBJ.
The hair replacement specialist.
I'm going to ask him because I'm starting to get the cover too. No,
you know what that boy got? LeBron got some plugs. That boy, I don't want to talk about that. But listen.
Yeah.
But he's going to talk about LeBron James.
James.
Better than Mike Jordan.
Well, I'm not saying at the moment, but he will be. When it's all said and done, he will be the greatest to ever.
So we're gonna
play the game.
We're gonna discuss this at detail. Now, if you guys want to chime in on the conversation, we're available: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Again, it's IE Sports.
And your Christian Mingle.
Oh yeah, well Christian Mingle, and also Farmers Only. Somebody want to go fishing? Holla.
Let's go ahead and take a commercial break. You're listening to IE Sports Net, connected by Boost Mobile with Coach B
and Eternal. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here. Live on Fox Sports 1350.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states.
Attention Xarelto and Protexxa users. If you or a loved one has taken the blood-thinning drugs Xarelto or Protexxa and suffered an injury or even died, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now. Xarelto and Protexxa have been linked to internal bleeding, strokes, and pulmonary embolisms. If you or a loved one has taken these blood-thinning drugs and have been hospitalized for internal bleeding, you could be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Don't be a silent victim. Time is limited to file your claim. Call now for free information and a free consultation. Lines are open 24/7. Call 800-282-8605. That's 800-282-8605. 800-282-8605. You could be entitled entitled to substantial financial compensation. Call 800-282-8605 now.
All right, guys, we're ready for our four-season sunroom, and Daddy's gonna get a rec room with refreshments.
Oh no, we'll be sleeping under the stars.
Mom, what about the one with, the fun?
Nice try, little bro. It's a gym. My gym.
Hey, Grandma's getting her Four Seasons garden room. Weather tight and still like being outdoors.
Maybe a living room. Oh no, wait, a family hub.
Yeah! No matter what the budget, the season, or the climate, Four Seasons sunrooms let you and your family enjoy the outdoors inside. Call now to hear more about these great offers from the premier manufacturer of sunrooms since 1975.
More reasons for Four Seasons now.
To find out more, call toll-free 800-973-5533. That's 800-973-5533. Call 800-973-5533 today.
Hello, my name is Officer Richard Guerrero, Vice President of the Fontana Police Officers Association. We're more than just a labor organization. The Fontana Police Officers Association is serious about giving back to our community, particularly to our kids. We found that kids who study, do well in school, volunteer regularly, and participate in sports are less likely to become involved in criminal activity and illicit drug usage. Each year we provide thousands of dollars in scholarships to local kids, community causes, and we are proud sponsors of the Inland Valley All-Star Classic Series. The Fontana POA and strong community leadership will make way for safer and more prosperous community.
Score Sports has been a loyal partner in the sports industry for over 40 years. Founded in 1975, Score Sports has always been a family-owned and operated business located in the heart of Southern California. They offer a full line of youth and adult soccer uniforms, accessories, and field equipment, youth and adult basketball uniforms and accessories and equipment. Score Sports can outfit your coaches and league referees as well, and much more. Their dedication and attention to detail has transformed Score Sports into one of the leading sport uniform manufacturers in the United States. Visit their spacious warehouse at 726 East Anaheim Street in Wilmington, or call them today at 800-626-7774. That's 800-626-7774. Or visit them on the web at scoresports.com. That's scoresports.com, at facebook.com/scoresports, or on Twitter and Instagram with the handle Score Sports. That's SCORESPORTS.
Yo, what up? This is Sendog from Cypress Hill. You're listening to me on IE Sportsnet all day long, all day strong, you heard?
Yes, we are live in the great city of Riverside at the iHeartRadio studios. It's IE Sportsnet, connected by Boost Mobile and Fox Sports 1350. I am your host, Eternal.
And I am the one and only Coach B. You know, when it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts here on the number one sports talk radio show in the Inland Empire on Fox Sports 1350. Now, you know, I love doing this. I had to, you know, you and I, we talk a lot off the air, but I got to put my hat in the ring.
Yes, sir.
And I got to let people know. And, you know, people may call me a hater because I thought the greatest player I ever saw in my lifetime was Buck Johnson. But you know what? When LBJ first entered the league, I used to call him LeBron's James, because remember the year Kobe didn't play in the Olympics, they won the bronze. So I used to call him LeBron's James is what I used to call him.
That's funny.
But I'll tell you right now, just looking as a true purist when it comes to basketball.
Right.
Let me ask you, if you had a player that was the size of Karl Malone, had the speed of John Wall, could handle and pass like Magic Johnson, would you not think that he could be one of the greatest players ever?
You would think that. However, then comes the gut. And one of the things we've been critical on with LeBron James, and he's really surmounted that as of late. We were always critical on LeBron of having that chest, having that will to want the ball in clutch. And there were years when he first started that it was very painfully obvious. The clutch, the moment used to get too big for him.
Well, let me ask you this. The year that LeBron left Cleveland, how did they do when he went to Miami?
Understood.
They were a lottery team. When he left Miami, they didn't make the playoffs.
They did not.
So, but in 1992, the Bulls went 57-25.
Right.
In 1990, the following year, they went 55-27.
Correct. And let me tell you something about what my dispute is about Michael Jordan, right? And I've always told people this.
So you're on the side that Michael Jordan is the GOAT?
I am not.
Okay.
But what I am saying is this, is that because the NBA had stake in making Michael Jordan the greatest.
Indeed.
They were at a time where Magic Johnson and Larry Bird were gone.
When Pippen went hand-checking him in 91, that was illegal.
And right. So when they were gone, they had to make somebody the guy. And they were, and like I said, if you guys ever want to go back and look at a series, look at the series between Michael Jordan and Gary Payton. When I tell you that Michael Jordan was like, get this dude off me. Because Barry, I mean, he was up in his shorts, and then in the next game, they started calling fouls. I remember Gary Payton almost crying.
Right.
Like, I can't touch him.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even let me touch him.
And the thing about it, it's funny you talk about the playoffs in your series. People always talk about him being 6-0, right?
Right.
Now, what about 1984-85 when they lost in the first round to the Bucks? We don't count that?
Right.
What about 1985-86 when they lost in the first round to the Celtics 3-0? We're not going to talk about that.
Come on.
And what about 1986-87 when they lost again 3-0 to the Celtics? So we're not going to talk about that.
Right, exactly. So that's why I said Mike's record is not infallible.
Exactly.
So his finals record is infallible. However, it's undefeated. I won't say infallible. Undefeated. But here's the situation. You tell me who Mike was playing in those things. Now you're playing a very, very old Magic. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about Magic on his downswing.
And on top of that, who was checking Magic? It wasn't Jordan.
I just about to say. And here's the situation. That a new rule had to be reinstated because of the way that Pippen was guarding him at the time.
So wait, hold up. The greatest player ever didn't stick Magic?
He didn't want that.
Okay.
He didn't want that.
So when the guy at Chicago, what was his name? Rose was supposed to be the guy, and no one could stop him. Who they put on him?
LeBron James.
When you need to stop somebody, who do they put on him?
And like I said, man, here's my situation. I remember seeing LeBron James, and I always talk about this, at Magic Johnson's Midsummer Night, the last one he did. And there was Carmelo Anthony out there who was featured that year because they won the chip that year at Syracuse.
At Syracuse, yep.
And LeBron James coming straight out of high school. And I remember walking away from that thinking Carmelo was the guy until they started talking to me about what LeBron does. And then I started like thinking, because one of the things that looks you never get used to seeing is somebody that big, that
size
fast.
of Carmelo.
Yeah, that fast coming down the court. Just with dying. And I was wondering, like, why is he passing on? Because here's the situation. When
he
people
makes
look
the
at
right basketball play.
Agree. And now, as you mature, you understand that now. Because LeBron James, and doing just what he did last night, can do whatever he wants on the court. That's basically what he's saying. He's like, I could just go through there, come down, and just all the way down the court and just flush on you. Like, I mean, it's ridiculous.
And speaking of that, he can do whatever he wants to do. Am I not correct in saying that Jordan had Steve Kerr hit big shots?
Yes.
He had Paxson hit big shots. So you mean to tell me Jordan didn't make every game-winning shot when they won a championship?
And then here's the situation. And one of the things LeBron gets a lot of flack for, me included, is that he was doing the make-believe teams. He was going to teams where they're manufactured. However, one of the things about it is you got to win the games. You got to stay healthy. You got to win the games. And LeBron James, people, there's all kind of rumors going around, but I don't care what you're taking.
Well, here's the thing. I'm glad you mentioned that. Is Scottie Pippen not one of the 75 greatest players to ever play the game?
True indeed.
Is Dennis Rodman not one of the greatest rebounders to ever play the game?
True indeed.
Horace Grant was pretty good too, right?
With polka dots in his hair.
Exactly. And I'll ask you this. So if you're in Cleveland the first time he took a team of bums to the finals with.
Agreed.
If you're in Cleveland and your rival coming, which is the Celtics, they get Kevin Garnett. They get Ray Allen.
Right.
What are you going to do when you got a team full of bums?
Agreed. Well, and think about this though. Don't even go there that far deep. Last year, the year before last, when he lost to the Golden State Warriors, when there was no Kyrie Irving,
right?
There was no Kevin Soft Muffin,
but he don't get credit for that.
He don't get no credit for that.
That's a loss in his record.
And that's why I say and
he took a team of bums, and that was a loss.
And people will tell you that was probably one of the best NBA final performances.
LeBron James took them to 6 games.
Yeah,
LeBron James.
So I
mean, Dellavedova.
Yeah, like I said, man, like I was always saying that Magic was the best, and then I started seeing. Then you see Kobe, and I was like, "Woo wee!" Kobe is like. Because Kobe is probably like, I've seen Kobe, and Kobe is that I've seen play, that's the best I've seen play.
And statistically, LeBron was the one who beat the best team in the league. The Golden State Warriors.
True indeed.
LeBron.
True.
LeBron did that. But I think we got to go.
Yeah.
And at 32, he's only getting better.
I agree.
He's still got 4 years left.
We're going to be in for a really great finals. But again, I want to thank all of our guests. We had Kianna Smith on. Big shout out to my man John Smith and the Mrs. Smith for making it out today. We appreciate. Happy anniversary to my guys.
Yeah.
To
Brandy Bell Arrington is listening. She said thank you. This is your song, Brandy. So let's go ahead and get out of here. You ready? You got anything else you turn to the drop?
Hey, big shout out to my man Punch in the studio, Greg Holler. That's it, man.
You dropping your CD soon?
No. Oh yeah. Right. I got my brand new mixtape. You can only download it on my Christian Mingle link.
All right. So thank you for listening to IE Sports Net connected by Boost Bubble with Coach B.
And Eternal. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, you know the conversation starts and stops here. Live in the great city of the Inland Empire. Saturday on the Riverside. We out of here.
The #1 sports talk show.
One.
And I've only made plans to hold your little hand. It's our anniversary.
You're listening to IESportsNet.com, the Inland Empire Sports Authority.
You are tuned into the new home for IE Sportsnet every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. with Coach B.
And Eternal. When it comes to Inland Empire Sports, the conversation starts and stops here.
On Fox Sports Radio, 1350 a.m., IE Sportsnet every Saturday morning, 8 a.m.